So, Sasa Kalajdzic, will he get a chance for Wolves next season? He's just coming back off his second really bad ACL injury. He's had two while he's been under contract at Wolves. He's had really bad injuries before he signed for Wolves. I think he had another ACL as well back in the day. But the reason I'm doing this video is he did an interview with Sport Build the other day, and he said, next season is about showing I'm physically ready. I feel great. My strength levels are better, improved max speed. My body is capable of playing pro football. I can show again what I've shown in the Bundesliga in the past. The Premier League is one step above. Bundesliga in terms of speed and intensity may not be the best to play in for my recovery. So if you're reading into that, it looks like he probably wants a loan move. Obviously, when he went on loan to Frankfurt last time he went out on loan, and that's where he got his last injury, wasn't it? He got the 1 goal in 6 appearances for them. So unfortunate, because he really wanted to show he could still score goals to come back to us, then get into the first team, but it just didn't work out. He's been so unlucky with injuries, and obviously his first injury come on his debut for Wolves, which is just crazy. For Wolves, obviously he's got 3 goals in 14 appearances, 1 in the Cup, 2 in the league. 1 was a big goal, wasn't it? Well, 2 of them were big goals in the league, away at Everton, a winner and a 1-0 win under Gary O'Neill, and a winner in a 2-1 win away at Bournemouth. And his FA Cup goal was decent against Blackpool, and do you know what? The history of him, if you look at him, the reason he keeps referring to Stuttgart is because for them, he got 24 goals in 60 appearances. And that's one of the reasons why Wolves took the risk on him and signed him, because of that goal return. And he offers something different, being such a big lad and being good in the air. Not the most mobile player in the world, but there we go. And look, the risk hasn't paid off because he's had 2 ACL injuries, and will he be the same player ever again? I don't know. He seems very confident, and it's a shame because if you watch his interviews when he first joined Wolves, he's such a nice bloke, and if you watch the documentaries he's done in his recovery that Wolves have put out, everybody behind the scenes loved him. He's one of the nicest blokes in the world, so it couldn't have happened to a nicer person, this injury crisis. And the only reason I'm thinking there was a little chance he might stay with us, obviously we unregistered him, didn't we, in January to fit the new signings in, him and Yersa Mosquera, because their injuries got unregistered. But the reason I'm saying that is because we are linked with a lot of strikers at the moment. I keep saying, Vitor Pereira has been saying that we're going to play 2 strikers in the future, potentially.
Could you play with 2 strikers in the future, or...?
Yeah, of course, you know.
Yeah, so then I thought, if that is the case, yeah, we might sign someone. I did that video the other day on Jacquin Panicelli. If we sign someone like him, could Kalajdzic be back up then? But maybe for him, he wants to go out on loan again to the Bundesliga, most likely, to show he can score goals. And then, if he does well, there'll be a slim chance he might be able to come back to Wolves. But I think on this one, because of his injuries, and maybe Wolves have moved on now, maybe we're just going to try and get a fee for him, because we signed him for a bit of a hefty fee at the time. And the risk has not paid off. It just hasn't. The warning signs were there of his previous injuries. It's a shame, but the risk has not paid off with Sasa Kalajdzic. So most likely he will go out on loan. There's been pictures of him obviously training. He's returned training recently, hasn't he? But there we go. It's a shame, because from the little bits we did see of him, I actually thought he was okay. Weren't amazing, but I thought he could do a job in the Premier League as a striker, especially a different option. Coming off the bench, as I mentioned, he come on and got a few winners. But comment your thoughts down below. Would you like to see him given a chance? I know it's hard with the injuries he's had, or are Wolves going to agree with Sasa himself and just let him go out on loan to the Bundesliga and try and get some goals back under his belt? But yeah, please like the video, please subscribe and give your thoughts, and I'll catch you next video, which will probably be the preview to the Crystal Palace game early next week. Cheers, everyone.